3 months ago, as of today, I just released the open beta of my Minecraft Earth SMP server to celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers. Since then, the server has come a long way, and to celebrate the upcoming transition into the full release of Roland's Earth SMP, I've decided to make a video where I not just tour, but roast the bases on the server. Please keep in mind that this is all in good fun, and take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But before we get onto the video, I'm obliged to tell you that literally negative 1.9% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so please subscribe, and for each one of you who doesn't subscribe, a fish will literally drown. And obviously you don't want that to happen. Let's get on to the video. Oh my gosh, look at this mess. This is spawn, as you could probably already tell. There's some attempts at nice stuff, but it just kind of gets destroyed instantly. You know, this place is probably the largest dumpster fire on the server. Totally 100% because of the players and not because of me, the server owner, neglecting my duties and keeping it clean. Like seriously, there's that piece of hot garbage floating in the sky and there's water flowing out of it. Well, last time I was here, this place was actually kind of nice. It was like a nice little place you could sit here and just admire the dumpster fire that expands all around the spawn area. Over here we have the pit. This is actually pretty new. I'm not sure what it is. Now, I'm not sure what exactly about an Enderman head makes good decoration, but the builders of this place sure seem to think so there's plenty of them all just kinda laid around here. Also, pumpkins. What's with the pumpkins? Why pumpkins of all things? Oh, I can't break things, but it's my server. Bypass. There, now I can do whatever the heck I want. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? This is hideous, which is pretty cool. You have like these trees, the dirt with holes in it suspended over a pit, some farmland with no water whatsoever, and yet there's water in here, but you couldn't spare any water to come out here. Oh, look, someone lives in this place. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Whatever it is, it looks like it should be burnt very soon. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Is this some kind of nuclear fallout? Like there's literally bits of cobblestone all over the place. Why is there so much? I can't deal with this anymore. Let's go in this direction. Looks like here we have a stadium. It's pretty much the plain bagel of a stadium. It's just pretty barren of anything interesting. Oh look, a smiley face. Over here there's some attempt at a nice place. This is actually pretty cozy. You have Boo Boo Tree. I mean, it makes sense. The name checks out. Cool vibes only. Alright, we can sit here with our cool vibes and admire the skyline of garbage. Here's the ruins of a fort. It actually looks pretty cool as ruins. In fact, I think it looks better blown up than complete. Excuse me, mister? Problem solved. I did some searching on the map of the server, and I found this place, and a poor villager stranded out in the middle of nowhere. These people must be monsters. They left this poor guy just floating in the middle of the ocean. Look how desperate he is. This seems like a pretty cool underwater base. But it looks like you guys have a little bit of a leak. Might be a good idea to call some plumbing services. What a very modest storage room. Okay, what the heck is this? So, you have the item frames. Not even on the barrels. And I guess these are somewhat sorted, but can you call that sorted? And then here's a pile of shulker boxes, as to be expected. Like, seriously, just sort your items, please. And oh my gosh, what is this entrance? Well, there's also no furniture here. I mean, if you call an acacia log with a torch on it furniture, I think you need to go check out some IKEA furniture. Sure, it's cheap and it's not the best, but it works, and it's more than what you have going here. Oh my gosh, what is this? I have to admit, this is probably one of the nicer rooms I've seen. You have like brewing stands on the floor, but at least the floor is, you know, wood. This needs a reality TV show, like one for hoarders, because you have just like a bunch of shulker boxes laying on the ground. Your bed can't even fit anywhere, it's just kind of laid in the middle of the room. You can't even get to these brewing stands back here because there's just so many shulker boxes. For a moment I thought that room was on fire. You know, at this point I wouldn't really mind. Here we have Italy, which is actually a pretty nice base. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can roast about this place. It's pretty nice, except someone doesn't like replanting farmland. I guess the people in this town really don't care all that much about privacy, given that none of their houses have actual doors. And what in the heck is this? Okay, why would you do this? Why would you keep a bunch of striders in a room? and at least patch the holes in your windows. This is one big nether portal. Are you guys making up for something? Oh, there's some hot air balloons here. This one looks like it's a little bit close to this tower. In fact, I would probably want to get out of that hot air balloon as fast as possible before it pops. Or do hot air balloons even pop, or do they just kind of tear? I don't know. I've never been a hot air balloon, so I don't know what it's like. What's in here? Le horse, nay, and bones. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Is the horse invisible or something, because I don't see a horse? What is this? Lincoln logs? This house looks like it's made out of Lincoln logs. Does it even have a roof? No, it doesn't. Over here we have their mob spawner. It's actually relatively stylish for a mob spawner. Most of the time these are pretty ugly, but they seem to integrate it well with the rest of their structures. Except for this building, which seems to disagree with the laws of physics. In all seriousness though, this is actually a really nice base. I like it a lot. Moving on. Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, this is kind of a lot to unpack. First of all, we have this ravioli made of netherrack that just kind of extends infinitely into the sky and goes absolutely nowhere. And then they have a floating tree farm, apparently. You know how I know it's a farm? Because there's a single piece of unwatered wheat sitting right there. And then we have this house. This house is like cut in half. It's like half a trailer home, and it sure fits the aesthetic. We also have this staircase that just kind of ascends to nowhere. Like, what is this? A 20-meter diving platform into this 1-block deep lake? And then you have this house. Interesting block choice of polished bird poop. Personally, I cannot stand diorite. There's very rare situations when it can look nice, and it looks like this house has been looted for its flooring, but it looks like it also had diorite as the flooring as well. Okay, this is probably one of the nicer looking houses in this village. It's very quaint. It's just kind of like a pile of boulders, I guess. This is Patrick Starr's house right here. And there's also a very nice window where you can look out and enjoy the roses. Here we have a little bit of a fort. This is like the Charlie Brown of sailboats. Look at that. It's so depressing. It's sunk to the bottom of the ocean, which is only like a block deep. And you have a single pink wool block. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a sail or a depressing Christmas ornament. This one's a little bit better. It has 5 blocks of wool instead of just 1. Here's a bridge that actually goes somewhere, and right over here we have the United Kingdom, which is a pretty cool place. They have their army barracks. They have a pretty cool house style that's basically logs and then cobblestone ceiling. Furthermore, you have a wall that's not really even a wall. It's just kind of like a sky ornament. You can just walk right under. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. I'm very curious how this actually happened, because normally you build walls from the ground up, not from the ceiling down. And a bridge decorated with my favorite block. Diorite. Directly north of there, we have this place. This is actually a nice little town. Yeah, their walls are very effective, especially with that staircase of granite leading right over the top. Looks like they implemented some advanced heating systems in their house to keep them warm in the winter. They also have a church here, which I'm not sure what they worship. Maybe broken windows? Looks like this house has been decapitated as a blood sacrifice. Oh my gosh, what is this? I'm very confused. Does that go down to bedrock? That's a stupid question. Of course it does, because who wouldn't just want to spend hours building a giant dirt tower from bedrock to outer space? And here we have the Water Nation. It looks like their aesthetic is a bunch of trash floating in the ocean. In all seriousness, this is actually not that bad. This house is pretty cozy. I like the design of it. But your potatoes, they look a little bit stunted compared to your wheat. I hate to say it, but this is a sorry excuse for a bee room. There's flowers and a campfire, but there's no bees. But hey, I have to respect these guys. They don't have land, so they make their own. Moving on. That's actually not a bad looking castle. They actually use more than one type of block. It kind of looks like a Cyclops though, with that one window and completely bare of anything else. I mean, this is actually not a bad fort. It's kind of bland in the block choice, but it has a pretty interesting shape to it. If you're building a house and it's already starting to look like a stop sign, maybe it's a sign that you should stop. It's so tall. Why would you make it so tall? Are you making up for something? Looks like we have another town just southeast of that place. The bases in Europe are actually pretty close together. It's pretty cool to see. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the architecture. In this house, the block choice is a little bit bland. You could do with a little bit more variety than just cobblestone, but I actually like the concept. You have a farm below and a nice living area up here. And then, oh my gosh, that is one heck of an attempt at a roof. In fact, it looks like an octopus tentacle. This Swedish village is being completely taken over by brick octopus. Well, that is a beautiful wall, isn't it? I mean, it sure isn't pretty, but it does the job. Actually, no, it's not pretty and it doesn't do the job because it's filled with holes. Over here we have, I don't know what that is. It's a little bit odd, but this seems like it would have been a pretty cool town at some point. Now, these people know how to do a wall correctly. I mean, it's nothing special, but at least they have logs there, so it looks a little bit less, you know, bad. And these houses are pretty good. It's not quite child-proof though, because you could very easily just walk off the balcony. You have your site of worship for furnaces, like if you want to worship your furnaces, there's this place here, it's like a shrine for crafting. Oh, here's another little town in the middle of the wilderness. It looks like it's just kind of made off of a trade route, like a road that doesn't actually exist past the boundaries of the town. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the architecture here. And of course we have the communist flag because you can't have a town without a communist flag. They put more effort into the flag than the actual town. Here's the major city in India, and there's quite a bit to unpack here. You have some sort of lighthouse, looks like, made out of netherrack and cobblestone. And then we have this place, which looks like it's pretty much on fire. And then you have the real beauty of the town. You have a mix of smooth stone blocks and Jabba the Hutt cobblestone. It looks, I don't even know. It's not a lava cast because there's some like stairs and stuff there. And you have the ceiling supported by toothpicks. And here we have the Supreme Republic of South America. This is my base, but I have to be fair and roast it just as hard as all the other ones. This wall is like stylish-ish, but it's very short. All you have to do is just jump and you can see right in. And then we have the chicken machine. Okay, I can't hate on this. This is like top tier building here. This is a really nice house. Pretty cozy interior too. Oh, okay. You have a glass floor, and then another glass floor, and then 2 blocks of water. Like, what is that supposed to be? Please, someone explain to me. You have a problem with hoarding brewing stands. Look at all these. Why on earth would you need this many? You also have the very pleasant bedroom with obsidian, of course, of all blocks. This is a very clean transition into the room with the glass ceiling and floor and no purpose. Here we have the castle, which I designed myself, so I take full blame for the lack of texture. Aloe Veris did the interior. It's pretty nice, and you have a collection of severed heads on the ceiling. We were also very kind to put all of the heads of our enemies on spikes on our castle wall. We have pretty much the entire wall covered in heads. And then here we have the brewing room. I guess I'm kind of a hypocrite for calling that person out and having so many brewing stands because I myself have an obsession with them too. Oh my gosh, I just realized this. Why are there so many chickens? They're even on the roof. Now is the time I just stop asking these kind of questions and instead start thanking you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Also, you can check out the Discord server if you want to join the server for yourself, link in the description. I would also like to thank all the players who've been playing throughout the whole open beta. The server is now moving into a full release, so we'll have some new custom plugins and a fresh new map. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys next time.